Yesterday ended on a wet, cold note, and I went to sleep and I just thought, tomorrow it'll be sunny and everything will get dry and things will be good again. At least it's not raining, but it is gloomsday. Goodbye, cloudy meadow. Also, you're not allowed to camp in the meadow, so we camped back there in the trees in the dark. I must say, this adorable waterfall with the fog in the background is like a big PNW vibe. I'm a fan. Wow, you can just barely see that there's a meadow over there, but it's pretty much just socked in. It is very beautiful in its own way. And I don't know what's going on with my body. It may just be tired. The last weekish, my feet have been hurting. Oh my gosh, this chipmunk. Oh, it ran away. It was so cute. It was sitting on a log eating something. Anyway, my feet have been really just hurting more than they normally do, in a way that makes it hard to go very far. Or just I don't know, it's hard to describe, but my feet have just been really hurting. And today my legs and knees are just kind of hurting. My foot is also hurting, but I don't know, I'm just kind of falling apart a little bit. We had those couple days off in Bend, which you would think and hope would help you recoup a little bit. I don't know if it did. It was a nice break, but I can't say my body feels any better afterwards. So anyway, I don't know, that's a little discouraging because I feel like we haven't been able to go as far as we were planning on going in this section. Just sort of a theme. There's been, several sections where we just haven't been able to do what we wanted to do, but trying to enjoy what we can do and, just do the best we can. I promise I won't keep spamming you with fog pictures forever, or fog views. But it's just so pretty, and then I feel like it kind of helps the plants stand out more. It's amazing. I will say this sort of adds to the sense of mystery. Where am I going? What's ahead? Anything could be in store. We just don't know.
The stream is so lovely, and then it just goes up into this mist-covered meadow. Really magical.
I feel like I'm in, I don't know, Scotland or something. And also, there's two people up ahead, right there. Not that, that's a bush, but to the left. And it kind of scared me actually a little bit. Not legitimately, but I was like, ooh, when I saw the people. It's a little creepy coming out of the fog. I thought at first maybe they're coming toward me because most people are, but I think these are some weekend backpackers that we had run into a couple times yesterday. It looks like them. So yeah, I'll probably say hi to them in a minute.
This fog is so cool. You just don't know what's ahead or where you're going. This looks like a path out of a movie. Just off into the mist.
It's clearing up a bit, and the yellow flowers are just fantastic. You can't really see them very well in here for some reason, but they're really pretty.
I love just watching the fog drift in and out of the trees.
Wow, this lake is beautiful. I think it's called Sister Lake, something like that. This is one downside of picking meeting spots, is that we pick a meeting spot that we think is far enough ahead that Henry will catch up to me by the time I get there, but then sometimes he doesn't, and then I'm waiting, which is normally not a big deal, but when I feel like I can keep going, I need to keep going because I'm like not that fast. But good news is he actually just came right around the corner, so perfect timing. A guy just came upon us sitting here and he offered us sodas. So kind. And banana chips, which are delicious and amazing.
Also, this dog just comes running up the trail with a stick in its mouth.
A really big, like a branch.
He just drops it in front of me and just is waiting. I'm like, all right, who wants to play fetch? Wow, this lake is nice. Mist blowing across it. Beautiful. I think the biggest marmot I've ever seen, or a different creature just scurried over that boulder. Dang. Wish I could have gotten a better look at him. Welcome to another episode of Peak Bagging with Hank Lather. This time it's Coosa Peak, which the PCT almost hits, but probably 0.1 miles off. So I'm gonna walk up here, check it out. Here's the view, socked in by clouds and fog. You probably see something really cool from here otherwise. I was hoping to find a survey marker, but no dice. I looked on some of these rocks.
Guys, this day started out as a bit of a bummer. I woke up, it's gloomy, my feet hurt despite the fact that I had been laying in a tent for 10 hours and my feet really shouldn't be hurting. I guess I do walk a lot, but I felt like they shouldn't be hurting. Anyway, everything was wet. I was just like, but this day has turned out to be a vibe. I love it. It's still like kind of like overcast, but it's not raining. It makes the weather incredible. It's not like a million degrees. The guy that gave us the banana chips and the Coke was telling us that he had given some hikers like a couple weeks ago a hitch around one of the lava field portions because it was just like blistering hot. And I'm like, you know, that's so true. Some days are really hot, and today it is 1 p.m. and I am wearing my hat and my glovies. I did take off my rain jacket. I was getting a little warm with that. But anyway, it's really nice. And I feel like when it's like overcast, it's somehow like quieter. Like I just feel like I'm just in the woods and it's quiet and it's cool and I'm just walking. And that's a really nice feeling. So anyway, I kind of hope that it just stays this way. Now, I should say there's a little sun breaking through, but it's still cloudy, which is preserving the PNW vibes. Anyway, yeah, it's been a surprisingly good day. One other update, and I'll just show you where I'm walking while I give this update, is that today we are going to be passing the turnoff probably in just a few miles for the Elk Lake. It's one of these, they have a lot of like little resorts that are just like little cabins or campsites or whatever on lakes throughout Oregon, and a lot of them are kind of close to the PCT, and so a lot of hikers will kind of, you know, stop by, maybe charge up their stuff, maybe grab a meal, maybe take a shower, whatever it is. This one is 1.2 miles off the trail each way, and we were kind of thinking that 2.4 miles, especially with how bad my feet have been feeling, extra for this stop was probably not worth it. So, you know, we won't, I guess, make an official decision maybe until we get to the turnoff, but that's kind of what we've been planning, as much as we'd like to go. And if it was close, we would. And it's relatively close, but far enough that we think we probably should just continue on. And we're about, let's see, this morning we were 56 miles away from Shelter Cove. So yeah, just kind of push on toward Shelter Cove, where we have our next resupply. And yeah, we'll probably hang out there for a while. Well, we're on our way to Elk Lake. I know I said we probably weren't going. Did you believe me? Did I believe me? We don't know. But I really need to go to the bathroom. And then I started thinking about all the great things about going there. And then I started doing some calculations. And anyway, now we're
Ready
going.
for a hamburger!
Oh my gosh. No regrets. I'm not there yet, but no regrets. Yeah, I'm having 0 regrets right now. Absolutely 0 regrets.
Good job, Pamela.
I think I've done good work here. To be fair, Henry did eat a lot of the chicken. Thank you for the help.
Thank you for the chicken.
No problem.
This barbecue sauce was fantastic. It was quite spicy, for me, at least. It was wonderful. Cleaned it out.
And now we are enjoying Huckleberry's for ice cream and hot coffee overlooking Elk Lake. Henry? This was at Henry's request.
I love coffee and ice cream.
Are you ready for a harebrained scheme?
It sounds like the Santa Clarita option.
Okay, here's my harebrained scheme.
This is new to me. This is the first time I'm hearing this.
I know we're supposed to go another 10 miles today, which I changed to 8 miles because that's not happening, which kind of needs to change to 6 miles because that's not happening. Anyway, new plan. We go 4 miles today. We go to sleep quickly. We're already full. Don't even need to eat dinner. I'll have Welch's, fruit. Anyway, and then we won't have to hike very far on our full bellies. It'll actually be still over 5 miles because we do have to get out of here. Anyway, then tomorrow we are set up for a long day. Now we have the option of a 30-mile day, which I don't know if I can do or not with my feet, but I could do a marathon day, which I still haven't done, and you could do the 30-mile day and come back because the elevation is not the best, but is not horrible. It's pretty good, and it's probably the best we're gonna get, so that's what I think we should do.
Sounds good.
Wow. Really? That's it?
I'm very easy to sell on things.
Okay.
Because I love Pammy.
It's because it's a good idea. It's
Yeah.
a good harebrained plan, scheme, something.
Sounds like something I'd video.
This penny is in the cement. What? That's cool. Nobody even put their initials by it. They're just like, no, I'm going to put it here and nobody's going to know and it's going to be awesome.
It wasn't me. How full are you?
I am uncomfortably full, as Henry would say. Henry often, well, I shouldn't say often, periodically gets uncomfortably full. I'm having that feeling now. And we even sat there and digested for a while.
Yeah.
Don't say the time. I don't want to talk about it. My estimates are off. All right, we have picked out a campsite at Dumbbell Lake. Henry is going ahead. It's about 5 miles from here. And yeah, feeling good. It is 6 p.m. I have rejoined with where we got off to go to Elk Lake. That's only like 1 hour and 45 minutes after I predicted. Could be worse.
Somehow, it has only just occurred to me that if the sun is no longer an issue, there aren't bugs that I want to have my hood up and stabilized by my hat, that I can just clip my hat here. The reason I don't just take it off is it's too much work to have either me take my pack off and put it in my net or Pamela do that, but yeah. Or I guess for a long time it wasn't hot. But anyway. Look at this little guy. He just busted out of this dirt patch. Lifted the whole thing up like a flap. Good job, little guy. You're awesome. I think this is the biggest pile of sawdust I've seen. Mostly because it's so fine. I wonder what saw they used. Or chainsaw. I've said previously, I know precious little about trail maintenance. We're at Dumbbell Lake. We're going to set up camp here on this peninsula, which is where the campsite's located. But very cool peninsula. Come down here, trying to stay further away from the water. But keep walking. This is fun. Keep walking. I read a comment about this, about swimming across the peninsula. Actually by a guy I've swum in a lake with multiple times, who's now about a week ahead of us. And I was like, wow, he swam across the lake. And now, as I'm on this peninsula, I see why he did that. Oh, there's actually more tents out here. Maybe there's less bugs out here. So there's one side of the lake. There's the small channel. And there's the other side.
All right, well, it was fun while it lasted. But we have officially entered the mosquito part of Oregon. And the reason I am reporting on this now, everyone was on my finger, is because one just went into my mouth. I don't know if I swallowed it or not. Maybe I should put on my head net, but I'm almost to the campsite. I'm so close. But then I guess I'll just put it on when I get to the campsite. And honestly, my head net is very easily accessible. I always have it in my left hip belt pocket. Ever since the Bernie Falls incident, I am never far from my head net, no matter how low the chance of mosquitoes chance is. I knew this day would come. We can do it. It's only going to be like a week or two, right? A couple weeks. You can hike through mosquitoes for a couple weeks. You can do anything for a couple weeks. Probably not anything, but... All right. Coming up on Dumbbell Lake. And the mosquitoes, I don't want to stop moving. But I was just looking over at the lake and I was like, oh, there it is. Got to start looking for our tent. Henry said he was going to set it up out on the peninsula. And for a second, I saw it through the trees. I can see it a little bit now, but I don't think you're going to be able to see it on the video. I'll see if I can get to a point where you can see it. But, oh, there it is. Can you see it? Can you see it right there? Oh, I don't know if you can see it or not, but I'm getting swarmed. Wow, the sunset and the reflection. I'll try to zoom out a little bit. And the water is amazing. All right, here's the lake. And I think Henry's right around here, hopefully. Oh, there's our tent. Wow, this is an awesome spot. It's out on this peninsula, so theoretically there should be a little breeze and maybe keep the mosquitoes away a bit.